Is gold set to soar? Let's have a look. Hello everyone, Florian Heise here, and welcome to another episode of HeiseSays. Grab your stein of coffee and let's ask the question, if gold is set to soar. Now, let's start off by just highlighting some of the inflation rates that we're seeing around the world. The US core inflation is now at 3%. So the Federal Reserve have met their target of hitting 2% inflation. We'll see how they keep going with that, everyone. We can see the expectation of inflation sort of 3.4%. So they're heading up there as well. We've got the European Union core inflation. It's at 1.3, so it's definitely above the lows of where it was at 0.7, but it's tracking down. So, throughout the world, you're getting different rates of inflation. Now, the reason we're highlighting inflation is gold is traditionally seen as a hedge against inflation. Some people also invest in property. Some people invest in crypto. Some people invest in high-yield stocks with good liquidity. So, and companies that have good free cash flow. What do you think? If we have a look here, look at the Turkey inflation rate, 17.7, Ukraine 6.3, Russia 5.47. So inflation's creeping up in many different parts of the world. You can look at in Venezuela, it's just ludicrous there. The current gold price, everyone, at the time of recording is at 18.23 USD. So, down from its highs, but slowly building up again. And this is the physical bar. This is just a local bullion dealer. I grabbed a screenshot. You can see, so you get a 1 ounce bar of gold for Australian, $2,438. You can sell it back to them for $2,320. Silver 1 kilo bars are $1,206, and you can sell it back to them for $1,073. Not a bad spread. If you could just keep churning them, handing them back and forth. Perth Mint Gold Token, a way of buying a gold-backed cryptocurrency. It's currently sitting at $1,830 USD. So there is there's always a difference between the token and the physical price of gold, everyone. Because every token is backed by 1 ounce of gold at the Perth Mint. And some of that's probably leased by the Perth Mint. But, there you go. So, asking the question, is gold set to surge now or set to soar? And I have compared some of the different how to buy trends, because the argument I'd make is that once people are interested, once they start hearing about it in the news, and once they want to start buying or moving their money, they'll go to Google. And here you can see how to buy gold worldwide. That's the gold colored or orange colored. And I'll change my pen here on the chart. Okay, so we can see here, earlier in the year, it spiked up. Then you've got gray, which is how to buy silver worldwide. So both gold and silver spiked up at around the same time. Now, the orange is how to buy a Bitcoin. We can see here, Bitcoin has spiked. And the green, well, the green is everyone's favorite, how to buy Dogecoin. And you can see there, look at that how it's spiked up. And then recently again, it's spiked up. So we're still seeing some heat in our search results for Bitcoin. It spiked up again, it's climbing back up, and Dogecoin, while gold has fallen down to silver. Now, there wasn't really much of a spike in the last, maybe, could that be the silver squeeze there appearing, coming through? Perhaps. But I thought it was a bit closer to this month. That's in February. So we're a bit out of date. There wasn't really much traffic with people saying how to buy silver when the silver squeeze came. Maybe it wasn't playing to a broader audience and just the people who were interested in the sector who know. I wouldn't be searching how to buy silver. I wouldn't be searching how to buy Bitcoin. I wouldn't even be searching how to buy Dogecoin because I know how to do it. So this is, I would argue, a good way to see if there's going to be an influx of new money into a sector. And we're not seeing that with gold yet. So I thought, let's have a look at this blog post written on the Fielder report here. Gold's recent headwinds shift to a tailwind. A couple of months ago, I wrote, they'll call copper doctor because he supposedly got a PhD in economics. And when it comes to inflation, it's certainly true that he is far more accurate with his forecasts than the vast majority of economists. The recent breakout in the copper price suggests core inflation is likely too low at present and will soon begin to trend higher over the next couple of years. Today, CPI's reading validates this view. Core inflation in April came in at nearly 3%, surpassing even the most aggressive forecasts. And while the economists at the Fed would encourage us to view this as transitory, copper prices would appear to suggest otherwise. According to the doctor, inflation should generally trend higher from its recent lows for a prolonged period of time. So inflation and the copper doctor. So here's the core CPI is in blue in his chart here that he's showing, and this is copper. Well, there you go. So this is interesting. Well, we saw a huge surge in copper there, and inflation really didn't go up. But then when it crashed down, core inflation went down, and it shot up with it. A week after that earlier blog post on inflation I wrote, recently, nominal interest rates have been rising faster than inflation, creating a headwind for the gold price. However, there is good reason to believe that this trend could soon shift and become a strong tailwind for the gold price again. With inflation now rising much faster than interest rates, real rates have now fallen, inverted in the chart below, to a level that should be about as bullish for gold prices as anything we have seen in recent years. So here's the 30-year yield, less core CPI, which is inverted, and this is the gold price. So, well, I mean, if we base it on historical precedent, so far, investors don't seem to read it this way, and the gold price is giving back some of its recent gains this morning. However, should these nascent trends in inflation and interest rates prove to be more than transitory, as Dr. Copper would seem to suggest, it would appear that the gold price could be significantly undervalued at present. So that's interesting. So, there we go, everyone. What do you think? I mean, what's the solutions to this? If you want to buy gold because you want to stash some away, and I know there are a lot of fans of precious metals who view the channel. And something about holding a precious metal, it's different. It's different to a cryptocurrency. It's even different to having a house. I mean, you can buy physical metals, but there's a theft risk that you have to be aware of. And I'm noticing on some of the Facebook groups that people are posting like pictures of their hoard of gold, saying it's been stolen. And I wonder if people join these groups to see who has the stuff so they can go and steal it. You can buy it, digital gold, but then you've got the counterparty risk as well. Where's the place that you're holding it and you're paying storage fees? Do they actually have it? Will they redeem it if you want it, or will they give you fiat instead? Or will there be just delays for them to process it? You can buy gold-backed cryptocurrencies, and again, there's another counterparty risk associated with that because it's always backed by another thing. You can buy shares in gold mining companies. Now, that's an interesting one. That's one that Peter Schiff talks about all the time. Because think about it, you've got the shares, and once the gold price goes up, they'll be able to ramp up their production. There'll be some parts of their mines that they may have delayed. It may increase their capex. So I wonder what else, maybe some of these big engineering companies that provide services to these mines could be an interesting buy too. So there we have it, guys. What do you think? Do you think gold is set to soar? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you all for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. If you're a fan and enjoy the content I create here, there are a few ways you can support us. You can join us on YouTube or Patreon. You can support us using our affiliate links at Amazon, eBay, Independent Reserve, or AussieBroadband. You can sign up for SelfWealth or Stake, buy our merch from HeiseSays, use Gold Pass from the Perth Mint, or support us via PayPal. Take care, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.